What's going on, guys, and welcome to Cool Case Adventure. Your Central Florida family happens to be here at Universal Studios, and in this video, guys, we're going to share something valuable to some of you. We're going to go over what we think is the beginner guide for Halloween Horror Night. All the things that you must know is this is your first time coming to Halloween Horror Nights, or you don't come enough. So we're just basically going to point out a lot of things that we feel are going to help you. So if you like this type of content, Halloween Horror Nights, theme park contents like Disney and Universal, we highly suggest that you stick around because we got a lot to show you. And also we suggest that you
subscribe and smash that like button
if we're sharing any valuable content with you. Family, are we ready?
Yes.
Awesome, because I am. So what are we waiting on?
So let's go. But wait, Mom, hit the intro.
Mom, hit it! Alrighty, so now that we're here in front of the ticket booth, what will be the first advice that you will give people?
First advice, buy your tickets online.
Why is that?
Because one, prices go up just about every week, and they do it softly, like $10 increment every week, so it'll save you a little bit of money. Two, it's gonna avoid you having to come here and then maybe running the risk that the day is sold out, or you're gonna be making a long line to buy your ticket.
Also, not only that, the tickets online are cheaper than when you come here on property. So keep that in mind. Don't be overpaying if you don't need to.
Yeah.
Make sure you do it ahead of time because it's going to cost you more. Before we continue, Karen, I want to basically tell our viewers that everything that we're going to mention today is not in any order of importance. We figure everything is important. I mean, if you follow most of this, if not everything, we can guarantee you're going to A, save yourself money, B, save yourself time, and C, ensure more of a better time.
Yes.
Therefore, what will be next, Karen?
The next thing we would recommend is for you to come here, if you can, ahead of time and print out your ticket. If you're staying on property, go to the vacation booth desk.
The vacation planning desk, yeah.
The vacation planning desk, and make sure that they print them there. That way, again, you're gonna avoid the line here, and you already have it. You can go straight into the event.
Because what's going to happen is a lot of people wait until they show up here in property, even though they bought it online, and then they got to make this line. And trust me, sometimes these lines are huge.
So even if you get here the day of, try to come here, print them out before the time of when Halloween Horror Night starts. It'll save you time. If not, you're gonna waste a good amount of time just trying to get your ticket.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Now look at us, we practice what we preach. Why? Because not only with the Halloween Horror Nights tickets, but also with express tickets, express passes, you could actually come here and print them out.
Ahead of time.
Definitely. Now, on the day off, we don't have to wait.
So straight in.
Take it from us that we actually were in the Stay and Scream, and when we showed them that we had those type of tickets, they were like, no, you need to print them out.
You need to go print them.
And then I had to get out of the line, they do have kiosks inside, that's a good thing. But then I had to get out, do another line, and wait, and it was a good like 10-15 minutes before I could get my express tickets printed out. So I'm telling you, we live and learn. We don't want you making the same mistake. You could come right now over here, see anybody that is sitting on those express booths, and they will gladly help you, or anybody in customer service. Man, it is incredible that after 2 days, because that's when the last time we were here on property, things change quickly around here. Look at this. They put another truss here, but this time by the gates for Halloween Horror Nights. And also, there's some truss, but after you pass the sign, the Universal sign, there's some lighting over there that recently was installed. But also, talking about Universal Express passes, Karen,
Yes.
We highly recommend the Universal Express passes only if you can afford it.
Right.
I don't want people thinking like that we're pushing everything that costs you money, because they are pretty expensive.
Very pricey.
If you're talking about at the moment of recording for opening night, I think it's $189.99
Per person.
per person.
So they're pricey. So if you can afford it, go for it. can't afford it, not a big deal. Just get here early. That way you can try to hit if not every house, just about every house.
Exactly. Now, before we talk about coming in earlier, I want to continue to talk about the Universal Express. One thing you gotta also know is that depending the night, how busy they are, you could actually find them at half a price as after 10 o'clock.
Right.
Sometimes
If they don't sell out.
that might work. If they don't sell out, that might work. You might want to just find. You'll see them. Obviously, they're gonna put like the HHN signs in front of it. Then 10 o'clock, you may see the 50% off. If you could afford it at that point, go for it.
And if you can afford it and you haven't gone through all the houses or the majority of houses, then go for it. Because if you've done almost all the houses, unless you want to repeat them, like at that point, there's really no point in buying it, right?
Right, and then just also understand that these are limited express passes, meaning you can only do it once. Keep also in mind that that doesn't mean that you're not gonna make a line. It means that you're caught in basically the standby line by half an hour. The next advice that we're gonna give you, it will be only if you can afford it. Try to stay in property. Staying in property during Halloween Horror Nights, it is so amazing, and it's actually a huge advantage. You could ask anybody, don't you love to stay in property?
Yeah, because I could just walk over here.
Exactly. After the amount of walking that you're going to be doing during Halloween Horror Nights and possibly some drinking, you may want to be close. You want to be nearby your hotel. That way you just can take advantage of that amenity. Now,
The last thing you want to do is try to find your parking spot when you're drunk.
not that you will know anything about
No,
that.
guys, I promise I don't. I'm just saying that probably sounds bad. So
Also, keep in mind that when you stay in property, you do get your own entrance here for Halloween Horror Night. It's normally right behind us, right behind these gates. Only people that stay in property can actually enter the park through this way. It is a huge advantage. It actually walks you straight to a haunted house. So it's kind of having your own VIP entrance, absolutely. A lot of people don't know that. It is like a secret amount. A lot of people who know that if they stay on property could do that. Hopefully now the thousands of you know to do it, because you're gonna have your own entrance back here, and it's a huge advantage. Now, this time is probably gonna take you to Blood Moon Dark Offering, which is gonna be located in a soundstage right behind here. And I mean, again, it's like a VIP entrance. Why not? One more thing, Karen. Let's say you're not able to afford the express ticket. There's another way that you could actually take advantage of the houses, and you could start early. You know, it doesn't mean that you're gonna do houses early, but it's gonna set you up to move faster, you know, throughout the night. So what can people do?
As of right now, for $40, you can purchase a ticket called Scream Early Ticket that allows you to come to the park as of 3 o'clock, and as of 5 o'clock, you can go to one of the Stay and Scream areas.
So there you go. That is a huge advantage. That's how we get to do a lot of the houses a lot of time, because we have an annual pass. So if you have an annual pass here in Florida, you could actually do that. Come here early, right before 5 o'clock. Find one of those areas, because they're different areas, and we're gonna point them out as we move around. Some of the area changes every single year. So who knows, by the time that you watch this video, this area may not even be in effect. However, just keep in mind that you have that availability to do the Scream Early ticket. So whatever they decide to zone you, doesn't matter. You still have the advantage of doing it early. Also, if you have a ticket during the day,
so if you come a day side ticket and you're planning on spending a day here and then going to Halloween Horror Night, then you're covered. You have that stay or that Scream Early access already, so you don't have to purchase that. So if you have a day ticket and a Halloween Horror Night ticket, then you have that Stay and Scream. At 5 o'clock, you have to find one of those Stay and Scream zones, and then just stand there until the park officially opens for Halloween Horror Night.
They will ask you for your Halloween Horror Night tickets, and that's it.
So make sure you have both. Now, if you have to go back to the hotel, then leave a little bit earlier, go to your hotel, and make sure you're back before 5 5 o'clock.
Karen, I don't know about you, but seeing the team members with the staff shirts get me super excited because those are the HHN team members. They're definitely under training right now on the stages, which is outstanding.
And the houses, yeah.
Definitely. Now,
Telling them where they're gonna stand or what they gotta do.
another thing we can tell you guys is that it's not only the scary zones and it's not only the haunted houses, but also the food is a big part of this event. Food and drinks. So like for example, right now we're standing here in front of Stellar Bar. Karen, if you're part of the Hellfire Club, this is your bar.
Is it?
This is exactly where you want to be. Now, I don't understand why this bar is so tiny, but of course, if you have a Stranger Theme bar, we should expect some type of specialty drinks over here.
Yeah, unless they stay very limited on the drinks. You know what I mean?
There's like a Demogorgon shot. I don't know what y'all drink, so I don't know. Demogorgon shot.
It is right over here in New York where you're able to find the Surfer Boy Pizza, another stand for Stranger Things.
So guys, if I don't get pizza, I'm gonna be a little mad because that's literally.
It's a Hawaiian. It's a Hawaiian flatbread. I think that's what it's gonna be.
I can't wait.
No, either or.
Let's
We
some
definitely
pizza
have to
with
try. Then right next to it, there's the Jetty booth, Karen, and right down there is one of the two The Last of Us food booths in here in New York. Well, exactly here in New York. So that leads us to the next advice. What would that be?
Try to budget for food and drinks, because there's gonna be a lot of tasty food that you're gonna want to eat.
Exactly.
And if you're gonna do that, then you might not want to have dinner, or have like a light dinner.
So you could try.
So you can try stuff. Because some things are little, but some things are pretty big size. Unless you're planning on sharing with the group.
Also, understand that there's multiple bars around Universal Studios, including this one, which is one of the largest one here for Halloween Horror Night. Well, ladies, talking about budget, there's one thing that I feel everybody should budget accordingly for Halloween Horror Night.
Especially Carlos.
Especially myself, who acts like a little kid.
What?
That will be merchandise. You know,
I
no,
don't have to worry about that thing, please.
I'm good on yourself. Not only food and drinks are critical, but also the merchandise. I mean, come on, you came all the way down here
For Halloween Horror.
for Halloween Horror Night. You're gonna walk out of here without a piece of merch?
You need something.
Dad would get a heart attack if he did
That's a
that.
crime. So what I'm trying to say, guys, another piece of advice, you need to budget for merchandise, and another advice, you must visit the tribute store. The tribute store is making a return right behind Karen. And right behind those doors, they made the announcement that it's returning here for Halloween Horror Nights. And tribute store is amazing. They do put a lot of props, a lot of decoration. The creative team goes insane when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights or any tribute store. And the merchandise, Carla, what do you think about the merchandise so far this year?
I really enjoyed the merchandise. I've only got one piece of merchandise right now, and I'm going really good. We're not going to talk about how much Dad's already bought, and it's not even the first night. So it just shows. It just shows if you like merch and Halloween Horror Nights, you're gonna have no money in your pocket.
Now, I right now feel judged by my own family as we continue to show you guys the different things that we feel you need to be aware as a beginner or somebody that is not as experienced. So right behind me, you actually look at a stage. The reason why is because Universal Studios Florida has a total of 5 scare zones. This one being one of those 5 scare zones. This one happens to be Vamp 69. Make sure you watch our video, one of our videos where we explain the story of Dr. Othello. We actually explain every single scare zone.
Why they're all connected.
Exactly, but one thing that you definitely should not miss out, what would that be?
All the scare zones. Please come look at them. They're amazing. Even if you just sit down, if you're a little tired, you sit down in one of these areas just to see how fun it is to see other people getting scared. It'll be a good time.
Definitely something that you don't want to miss out. And if you didn't know where the second location for food with the theming of The Last of Us will be is here, still in New York, through this aisle. Very interesting.
Oh, no, this is the exit. So if you try, you gotta walk around.
Yeah, you gotta go through the transformer area, and you're gonna exit like Kyla right there,
Disappointed. No.
who's saying no for whatever reason. And talking about scare zone, this has not even been placed yet at VAMP 69, and it may not be. They may leave it here every single day, Karen, because this is how you can tell they move it around. Look, you see on the bottom?
They're gonna move it right
Before the event.
Yeah.
So basically, they're gonna forklift it and put it whatever that's gonna go in the area for VAMP 69. But look at this, very groovy. I like that.
I like how it has padlocks. Like, does that mean they're gonna have them open and have people in there?
It could
Coming
be. Who knows? It could be. Or they just don't want, obviously, people
Going inside. But
going inside and opening. But there you go. This is another reason why you have to come to Halloween Horror Nights and definitely check out all the scare zones, because there's so much to see.
Yes.
Now that we're standing over here,
Yes.
just want to point out to people that right by New York is where you're going to be able to find possibly 2 to 3 stay and scream zones. Normally, they barricade this over here, and you have to show your ticket. They let you in, and then you choose what line or what house you want to be making. Which some of the houses actually go in that direction. The other area that is a stay and scream zone happens to be, you know where we were standing by the Last of Us booth? That's another stay and scream area for another house. Totally forgot to point that out. I know, there's too many things to keep up with. Hey, just want to mention very quick that last year, this section over here was another stay and scream zone. It started here by Richter's, and it walked you behind Richter's all the way here. And it will take you to the haunted house. And this year is gonna be Chucky. Oh man, I love when Universal repurpose their old props, right? We were here just a few days ago. That truck wasn't even here. And now, look at it. It's Oddfellow Trademark Trading and Import. That's pretty cool, man. Karen, really quick, one thing we forgot to talk about when we were mentioning the express passes. We recommend express passes only if you come here for one night. If you come here for one night and you have to see everything, definitely go for express passes. If you don't have to rush, definitely consider buying the multi-night passes, because it will be better. You could save all that money. It will be a lot cheaper too, by the way. And you will have to basically do the single lines. However, because you have multiple nights, you will be able to do everything. Oh, nice. Check this out. So this booth just opened, Karen. What do we have over here?
For hot food, you have vegetable egg rolls with sweet chili dipping sauce. You got a Cantonese cinnamon sugar donut sticks, which I kind of want to try. You got the chill food, the Asian chop salad. You have the mochi ice cream, strawberry or matcha green tea. You have your canned beer, your drop beer, and your normal drinks.
What's gonna be the next recommendation, Kyla?
Hold up, I gotta get water.
And the reason why she's saying that, guys, this is Florida, where humidity, it is insane all year long. So
You need to hydrate no matter if you come in Halloween Horror Nights or not. I don't know how much sense I have to say it. Like, hydrate.
Halloween Horror Nights steals very hot
Even if the
and
sun's
humid.
down, guys, it's hot.
You're gonna be sweating buckets, and you will definitely need to hydrate. And if you actually have a cup, don't matter what kind of cup you have, it could be a bottle of water, you could find free water on these freestyle machines. So that's what we're about to do.
Any other drink you would need one of these cups. So just remember.
And pay for the refill.
Yes, and pay for it.
Here in Shipyard 32, even though they try to hide it, the wind actually blew the curtain off, and you were able to see a mannequin over there, a dead person right over there. Yikes. So the other two areas for staying and screen that I want to mention, Karen, happen to be in Central Park. So basically down here, you will be able to choose which house you want to do. In years past are the two houses that are by the kids zone. So I can only imagine it's gonna be either this time for Monsters and possibly The Last of Us. Only time will tell. Also, the other State and Scream Zone will be in the Simpson area, and that one possibly be for Dr. Oddfellow or even Darkest Deal. I'm assuming now, going based on logic, that's basically what you're gonna be able to find. But just know that you got the Simpson area and or over here as a choice as well. So I think at this point I cover all the possible Stain and Scream area. Now let's go to the last few recommendations that we have. All right, so we're ready for the next recommendation. Just keep in mind that you are in Florida, and what you're looking at is what happens here in every single day during the summer and during September and October.
Right.
It's gonna rain.
At some point. It might pour, it might sprinkle, it might act like that and not rain at all. Or it might have like a bright sunny day and rain a lot. So just be prepared for any kind of weather when you come here to Florida for Halloween Horror Night.
If you are like us, who kind of don't enjoy getting soaked and wet by the rain, we normally carry with our umbrellas.
We look at the weather.
Right.
This is not even, don't even look at the weather, okay guys? If you have umbrella, like the small ones, just put them in your bag, because let me tell you, like 65%, if you look at the weather app, like 5 minutes later it's gonna start pouring rain, even if it didn't call in. So don't even, what's it called, depend on the weather app. Don't.
So umbrella or poncho.
Yep.
And that's it. You gotta be ready for the elements. These people are following the #1 advice from Universal Studios. And that for Halloween Horror Night, what do they say?
Never go alone.
Isn't that what they say, Kyla, right?
Yes.
Why do they say never go alone?
So you don't get gobbled up by a monster.
Not only that, it is always so fun
To go with other people. I feel like it'd be so boring if you just went by yourself. You'd be like,
So go with your family.
Yes.
Go with your friends. It's always so fun.
It is so fun. I feel like you're just 10 times happier when you go with somebody
right,
else.
so that's another big recommendation we got for you. It's been a long day. What's the matter with you?
My feet hurt.
You know why your feet hurt? Because you continue to wear those crappy shoes
Dad.
that are not comfortable at all.
They're fine. I'm alive. They just hurt.
So that brings me to our last recommendation, guys. What would that be, Karen?
Wear comfortable shoes.
And by comfortable shoes, you're looking at something like this. You know, we wear Brooks, we wear Hoka.
Not too much, guys.
What else with?
So wear shoes that you're used to walking with and that you know that are going to be comfortable. Don't try, I would say don't try a new pair, don't try something new. Just wear comfortable shoes. That way you're not hurting anybody.
Actually, today I'm not the best one, for example, because I'm wearing brand new shoes today. But because of that reason, I want to break them through. But yeah, these are brand new today. And they're Brooks. So far, they're very comfortable. So wear whatever is comfortable for you.
For a long period of time.
However, just know that you're going to do a lot of walking. Sometimes in Horror Nights, you cannot follow things in order.
Right.
You basically, if you don't have...
Skipping around the park.
If you don't have express pass, you're gonna go to the shortest line,
Right.
and then that shorter line may be right over here, and then the next short line may
All the
be
way at the
back there, and then the next short line will be over there. So you may walk the park maybe around 3 or 4 times in order to finish all the houses, because you want to do as many houses as you can.
Yep.
Therefore, you need comfortable shoes. Don't do Kyla. According to Kyla, those are
These
very
are
comfortable.
My legs hurt. That's it.
She actually never complained though. To give her,
He always wears Converse.
I always wear Converse.
to,
Always wears Converse.
to actually give her the benefit, she never have complained about wearing Converse. She also said that for her they're comfortable.
They're actually comfortable. I know a lot of people like you say they're uncomfortable, but there's a lot of people like me who say that they are comfortable. So if you want to wear Converse in Halloween Horror Nights, you wear Converse in Halloween Horror Nights. Oh, no, we back.
Alrighty guys, today you have it here from Universal Studios, where we gave you all the recommendations that we feel that you're gonna need in order to enjoy your night here for Halloween Horror Night. Anyways, it was a really fun video. What do you guys thought?
If you follow all of our tips, I think you guys will be successful. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Aaron?
I think it's a fun event, so just come prepared. You're gonna be doing a lot of walking, you're gonna be doing lines, so you just come prepared for that.
Just be prepared to understand you're not going to be 100% comfortable between the walking, the long lines, the weather.
Humidity.
But it's such a fun event. So anyway, we hope we're able to help you with all these recommendations. Sadly, this adventure has ended. With that said, we got to remind everybody to
Subscribe,
And smash that like button. Turn that bell on for notification.
bing, 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 and feel free to comment down below as number 2.
smile out, be great.
Be cool.
And stay awesome. See you guys next adventure. Bye, guys. Boom.
Boom.
See ya.
Bye.